Okay, so we're going to learn weekly connection to Rebbe Nachman, Likutei Moharan. We're already holding by Torah Lamed Zayin, and we are in Sif Daled. This is going to be in the merit of my oldest son. I should have Koyach going ahead with Meduim, beginning next week. Have him in mind to have Shmer Eliyahu and to be connected into the Tzadikim, and specifically Rebbe Nachman ben Faiga, Nachman ben Simcha, Susi Agen Aleinu. Avot yesh shnei bechinas tzedakah. We're talking about tzedakah right now. Yesh tzedakah b'chutz la'aretz, yesh tzedakah b'eretz Yisrael. So tzedakah, we just had the koyach of understanding. It was there of Tainus Esther, the idea of tzedakah, and has the bechinas of Tainus, of fasting, and it brings the gilui that we get from the Mochin Dekadat, Mochin Degadlis, the Behemoth and the Nefesh and the Neshama, from Nefesh Bahamis to the Nefesh Elokis, to the contrast between the two different, the Ruchnis, the Gashmis Ruchnis, elevate everything. Oh, yes, there's two kinds of tzedakahs now. It says in Sif Daled, tzedakah b'chutz la'aretz, and that's outside of Eretz Yisrael, and then there's the tzedakah of Eretz Yisrael. Sidkas Eretz Yisrael hu gadol lamala mitzidkas chutz la'aretz, and the charity of Eretz Yisrael is a much greater level than the charity of chutz la'aretz. That's why if you have a choice to donate for your local charities in chutz la'aretz, obviously charity begins at home, and that's why people generally do. They take care of the community or their family and the people in their closest sphere of influence. But nevertheless, when you get someone requesting from Eretz Yisrael tzedakah, you should definitely take it seriously, because it's a different level of tzedakah. It's a greater mila, and probably most of the time in Eretz Yisrael it's very much needed, because for some reason, even though this is Eretz of shefa and blessing and good, and please God, Mashiach comes, we'll see it before in the full gilui of it's how all this scene of bracha and blessing comes through Eretz Yisrael. But we all can be honest and say that in Chutz La'aretz right now, America and London, places that have a lot more extra than we do over here generally. And I mean, things are changing with the high-tech world, and Hashem, there is more assurance coming here. There is a transition, but nevertheless, it's not just about the need, it's about the schus, it's a merit to invest in Eretz Yisrael. It's an extra mile, saying, an extra level of merit. Yesh tzedakah nisinus la'ani l'chutz la'aretz, yesh tzedakah nisinus la'ani l'eretz Yisrael. B'dorah Rebbe Nachman haya kilas sheyeshu b'chutz la'aretz tumchus ba'ofen sadir mishpacha shezocha la'alas l'eretz Yisrael. They used to collect just for the people who should go to Eretz Yisrael and make aliyah. Tzadikim yachzor l'mitzvozu chashivas rabba kedusha l'zmanim amonam. So we know, for example, with Chabad as well, the Rebbe is very strong. Balatanias, all the way back to Balatanias and Kol Chabad, the idea of collecting stock for Eretz, maybe being Balanes also, as an example, Holyness, Yisrael, all the different tzedakot for Eretz Yisrael was something that, with this whole vote going on right now, we'll mention it now, the vote for the WOZ ZOA organization and the Zionist collaboration organization of Eretz and website Eretz as well, all these different things going on. Slate 15, Slate 5, Slate 11, all different votes that people are choosing. The main Nakuda is that the Kayemis, the tzedakah that comes out of the billions of money that comes out from the Karka Eretz Yisrael, the land of Eretz Yisrael, should be used to build up Eretz Yisrael, not to try to destroy through the wrong allocations to the wrong organizations. And that's something everyone should vote, who has that power, and make a difference. And we mentioned it in the Real Kindness podcast. Anyway, there are two aspects of Torah. From a breath that there is sin, the Torah Yotzes Mehelva She'en Bo Chet, and the Torah. So one of the things I did before I was learning, giving over today in the office, and also now, I had in mind that I should go to the mikveh. So I went to the mikveh this afternoon So we can have a little bit more cleanliness. There's Parshas Para coming up, mentioned already in the office learning, and the importance of purifying ourselves, readying ourselves for what's ahead. Chodesh Nisan and the Zman of Geula, preparing for, please God. So too here we see that the Torah that comes out of someone who's clean, pure, is not the same level as someone who's God forbid has hate, has sin. Ki ein hadin nimtak, because the din won't be sweetened. Ein olam is kaim ela al hava pesh al tanokus, because we learn that the breath of the tanokus Beis Rabban, the younger people learning Torah, is purifying the air, purifies it, has a pure level of Torah. It's a different madrega of learning than regular learning, because the whole idea of Torah from Tanokus Beis Rabban is pure, it's clean. They haven't done any sin, and that pure learning of Torah is a whole nother level and the whole world is really established with that level of learning. The whole world exists in the merit of the Havel Pesh or Tanokus, the breath of the learning of pure children. And that's why we have to really protect that aspect, which also ties into this whole vote, that the voting should also protect the yeshivas, protect the people learning Torah in Eretz Yisrael. So MASHA Rebbe Nachman was talking about this, and it ties perfectly into the Hashgacha Pratis, the Zman that everyone's discussing right now, Divine Providence, that hopefully not discussing, they're discussing in a Lashon horror-free zone, in a Shmeres HaLashon way, to talk with respect and cover to the different paths of Judaism, covered Zevazeh. We know that was fix up ourselves for the Achdus of Yaakov, and the Achdus that we get to fix up what's coming ahead with Sirens Omer, that they honored each other, the Talmidim. Everyone has to honor the different paths, and that Achdus is a big key to us to really make Eretz Yisrael a place of blessing. And that goes together with having free of sin, because we're not using our mouth to speak Lashon Hara. You're not using our mouth, our time and energy for sin. We're purifying our mouth, and that purification gives us the kind of Torah like the children that the whole world stands on. So he says in the Zohar Kodesh, Sam ba'aretz zamer hagia kol haTorah nishma b'aretzenu. So passing in Shir Hashem, that these beautiful songs come and are signs of beautiful blessings that come in the springtime. We're learning in the Shemayim again, also Hashgacha Pratis, the spring that's coming, the blossom, and the beginning of the fruitfulness and the sprouting in the world. So Purim, and we're going to learn, please God, we just learned about the Korbanos and the Nesiim. It says in the Tefillah of the Korbanos, the offerings of the princes that come during Chodesh Nisan, the birds are singing. There's this tremendous elevation of nitzos, of sparks through the songs of the birds. Aviv is the time of Av Yud Beis, the Seder of everything gets Masuda during Chodesh Nisan. Haruchni Havkeres Olam, Svashis Markovis Holyness boy. Wow. Hashgacha Pratis. So many parts, and then Avos Olam, Eitz Hazameh Hagia, the time when the song arrives. Kalas Anadani Kasa Haive Min Alam Akoa Tua Nishma. The Kala Dianuka Revai Delai Baraisa. So it's connected to the pure learning, the voice of the pure children learning Torah. Connecting it into this whole awakening of the creation. Eis Hazameh Hagia, the time when the song arrives. Kad Asa Asan Kasa Chayve Min Alma. This is all from the Zohar Kodesh. There will come this Idan, Gan Eden, I suppose, Idan, Kasa Chayve Min Alma. So we're going to have to look below. What does this mean? Avos Olam Sh'alu Machshavas Ala Olam Haba. Navi Emes. Yosef Ganzu B'Soich, Yosef Atzmo, talking about all this, the different tzaddikim who came to Eretz Yisrael. Time of song. Zman Shal Din Shabo Rishayim Nixab Mina. Yeah, so the opposite is when the time of judgment is when the Rishayim are taken away. And interesting, today is Yom Chamishi, as we're entering Yom Shishi, but it's like the Yom Mashichi, there's a certain Mashiach energy with the spring, with the singing, with the Amtakas Dinim, the removal of the wicked. It's already Yom Revi. So Yom Chamishi already starting to sing and get ready for the Yom Mashiach. Hashem Malach Ge'ez Loveis, that's the Shir for Yom Shishi, to crown Hashem as King, the Yom Mashiach. Tremendous awe that comes around this time of year. This is the energy in the world. As we said before, this call of the Torah is heard. This is the voice of the pure children when they're learning Torah. Moshe Kosev Torah Zav, Ksev Asas Shnaim Kuvli Zav, Ayidei Kala Dinuka, the Rabbi Skala Aves Balam, Lahage. So through the voice of the young ones learning, there's a revelation of the Avos in the world and to the Gan. So we know that Avram, YITZCHAK, Yaakov, the Schusavas, they brought the Markava for the Shechina, they were the chariot for Hashem's light and revelation, and they're the Schusavas, and we come back to Eretz Yisrael in the merit of our forefathers. We come back to the Holy Land, and this is the big part of the Gilui, that the Avos, the Gan al Olam, and they shield, protect the world from all the judgment, from all the negativity. Nimsa sha'ata rotze skala ayadcha avos balam k'dei ledoiches hadin l'choshech. That when you want to reveal your hand of the avos in the world, in order to what? To push away the judgment and the darkness, shicha v'sichlis min ha'olam, and the forgetfulness and the foolishness of this world, as we were learning in the previous sif. We want to get to the awe, we want to get to the zichron, the remembrance, and the covered rosh, the focus. You have to get involved with those whose breath is without hate. How do you get to the breath without sin? By giving charity to Eretz Yisrael, you get included in the air of Eretz Yisrael. And that's an aspect of this breath that has no sin, by getting involved with Tzedakah of Eretz Yisrael, by getting involved with the Avira of Eretz Yisrael. And we learn the Avira from Machman, it makes you wise. So it's all connected, this pure Havel, this pure breath, the pure learning of the Tinuk Shabbat Rabban. And by doing tzedakah to help those who learn and live in Eretz Yisrael, you're connecting yourself with the chelik of Avira Torah, with the pure air. Beautiful. So this is mamish, the feed is man, reminding us how we have to bring out this inyan. We just had on Tanya Sister, we mentioned Zachati as Brisi Yaakov. This is a big nakuda also in Parshas Kisava, this Brisi Yaakov, and also in Parshas Bechukoisai. Remember the covenant of Yaakov, the extra vav, Perish and Masai is Galin Avos B'Olam, to reveal the Avos in the world. Kad Aretz Izko, Ayidei Avir Eretz Yisrael, Ayidei Havel She'en Bo Chet, which means Havel PM Shel Tinokus. And this is through the breath that has no sin, and this is the aspect of the Havel, the breath of those learning, the young Talmidim, the young students. Kikain is BORUCH Tinokus, because of who you work at Anarim, Yikai Vehem Shuv V'Shem Avlisai, as we say in Malach L'Gol, from Sefer Bereshis, the end of Sefer Bereshis, that we should bless all the Narim, all the young ones that call out in the name of Hashem and the name of my forefathers. Ayidei Tinokus Nizgale Avos Lahagein, and through the Tinokus we reveal, based on that pasuk of Malach L'Gol, V'Shem Avosai, V'Shem V'Yikar V'Hem Shemi V'Shem Avosai. We Tinokus, by calling out the Narim, calling out, reveal the Avos Lahagein, it's a shield. So this is like the Shmira, this is the Tikkun of Eretz Yisrael, and we have to protect those who are learning and those who have pure breath, and we have to try to learn Torah from those who are pure from sin, and do tzedakah and connect to Eretz Yisrael, Kedushas Eretz Yisrael, the Penimis of Eretz Yisrael. This is the whole push right now. We have to try get Eretz Yisrael to a more elevated level, not chas v'shalom the wrong direction. shouldn't bring any of that wokeism to Eretz Yisrael. It has to become a place of Torah, mitzvahs, a place of purity, to elevate the world. And those who say in Tanis are called a chassid, are called what we understand as a real chassid. Shemar goyim or nafsha ish chesed, and they give in a way with their whole soul as a kind, true, kind person. Ki tanis hu geminis chasadim and nafsha. And when you fast, it was interesting. We just had the podcast from Lex Friedman, and he had Modi on. And one of the nakudas we can learn out from Modi, because Chachma b'goyim tamim, we believe, especially in India where they got the gifts from Avram Avinu. From the Bnei Keturah, the children of Keturah, when he sent them over to the Far East, they have over there this concept of the power of fasting, and he mentioned it very much as being a very purifying thing. Even Lex, who's a Jew, took on the fast himself before meeting Modi as a sign of respect, and it gives you a clarity of mind, and it brings chesed to the soul and chesed to your own soul. Talk much good Torah Hashem to me, Yeshivos nafesh, gal nikri ish chassid, ki mevatul din choshe, osh chasadim ba'olam, and then you bring down chasadim and reveal, take away all the judgments, and reveal chesed in the world. This is what we should be zocher, beautiful Shabbos, we zocher to this. Amen. Och Adonai v'voirach, Olam v'oed.